Okay, guys, so last chapter we learned all about what a function was, and today we're going to talk about linear equations, and linear equations are just a type of function. So we're going to look at linear equations with two variables, and this is chapter 8.2. Okay, now here we have a couple of key concepts. I'd like you to pause the video, copy these down, and replay me when you're finished. Okay, so the first key concept is a linear equation, and this is saying that if we have two variables with an equation, equal sign, which the variables appear in separate terms and neither variable contains an exponent greater than 1. Okay, so for example, y equals 5x. Okay, so you have two variables, y and x, and your variables are don't have any exponents. That makes that a linear equation. Solutions of a linear equation are ordered pairs that make the equation true. Okay, so we've got ordered pairs, and we make the equation true. Make a different color. We make that equation true. So when I plug in x and y, it will make that equation true. That equal sign will stay strong. And we can do that by either making a table or graphing. And sometimes it's necessary to rewrite the equation by solving for y, because you always want it in the form of y equals blah, blah, blah. And if it's not in the form of y equals blah, 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 we've got to make it in equal blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you want it y equals something. Okay, first example, we're going to find 4 solutions of each equation. We're going to write the solutions as ordered pairs. So I want you to get this all copied in your notes before we start solving. So go ahead and pause me and make sure you get this table copied, and then replay me when you're ready. Okay, so first of all, we're going to choose 4 solutions. So I'm going to have x being 0, 1, 2, and 3. And we can go ahead and keep these consistent, 0, 1, 2, 3, for all of us. These can be any 4 solutions, but we'll just keep these for ourselves. Okay, so we're going to plug in x into our table. So we're going to say y equals 2 times, our x is 0, so we're going to put 0 in for x. And then we're going to subtract 1 because that's the equation. And 2 times 0 minus 1 is just negative 1. Now our ordered pair is going to be your x and your y as your ordered pair, x, y. And we got that from our table. Okay, second one, y equals 2 times 1 minus 1. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. Our solution is 1, 1. Again, with 2, use different color. Y equals 2 times 2 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. And our point is at 2, 3. And finally, y equals 2 times 3 minus 1, and that's 6 minus 1 is 5, and here's our point at 3, 5. Okay, so these right here are our solutions. Okay, here's a your turn. I'd like you to pause the video. I want you to work this one out as best as you can all the way through, and when you're ready for the answer, go ahead and play me. Okay, so here, before you pause me, if you've already paused me, I'm sorry. I want you to choose your x values, and it's negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, and I want these to be pretty consistent with all of them. Okay, so choose these as your x values. Now go ahead and try your equations. Okay, so we plug in y equals negative 1 plus 2, which is 1, and our point is negative 1, 1. We plug in 0, y equals 0 plus 2, our y is 2, and 0, 2. Here, y equals 1 plus 2, 3, and this is 1, 3. Y equals 2 plus 2, and that's 4, 2, 4. Okay, hopefully you got that one correct. Those are our solutions. Oop, one too many. Okay, here's an example of when we do not have it y equals. Remember I said you always want it to be y equals blah, blah, blah. Well, in this case, it's not y equals blah, blah, blah. It's 3x plus y equals 8. So I have to make this equal y. So I'm going to subtract 3x from this side, subtract 3x from that side, and we have y equals 8 minus 3x. Okay, so you want to get that done first. And then again, we're going to choose our consistent values, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. And we plug in to our equation, y equals 8 minus 3 times negative 1. And that is 11. And our point is negative 1, 11. Plug in 0, y equals 8 minus 3 times 0. And this is 8, 0, 8. Y equals 8 minus 3 times 1. And that is 5. So we've got 1, 5. Y equals 8 minus 3 times 2. And that is 2. And we've got 2, 2. These right here are our solutions. All right, here's your turn. I want you to solve this one as best you can, and then replay me when you're ready for the answer. So first of all, you should have seen that this was not equal to y, so we had to add 5x to both sides, and we get y equals 5x plus 6. So we want our consistent x values as negative 1, 0, 1, 2. And we plug in y equals 5 times negative 1 plus 6. We get 1. Our solution, our order pair is negative 1, 1. Y equals 5 times 0 plus 6, 6, 0, 6. Y equals 5 times 1 plus 6. And we get 11, 1, 11. Plug in 2, 5 times 2 plus 6, 16, 2, 16. Hopefully you got all those right, and we're doing pretty good, guys. So here we go. Now we're going to do, we were making tables before, and now I want to graph. So we're going to graph by plotting our ordered pairs. So the same process as we had before. I want to use my same 4 values, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. We plug in y equals negative 1 plus 1. We get 0. Our order pair is negative 1, 0. Y equals 0 plus 1, 1, 0, 1. Y equals 1 plus 1, 2, 1, 2. Y equals 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, and then we want to come over here to our graph, and we want to graph them, and we have negative 1, 0. I'm looking right here at my points. It's kind of the same color. I'm looking right here at my order pairs. So negative 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 3. And then we draw a straight line through that and arrows on both ends to make sure that it goes on forever. And this, my friends, is what a linear equation looks like. It is a straight line. So if your lines are not straight, if you do not have a straight line, you have kind of a crazy point over here, you might have done that one wrong. Because linear equations, that's what the name is, linear equations, comes from a line. Okay, I want you to try this example, y equals 3x minus 4. I want you to graph this one and go all the way through, all the way to the line, and then when you're ready for the answer, go ahead and replay me. So we want to use negative 1, 0, 1, 2. We plug in y equals 3 times negative 1 minus 4, and we get negative 7. And so our point is negative 1, negative 7. Y equals 3 times 0 minus 4, negative 4, negative, and we have 0, negative 4. Y equals 3 times 1 minus 4, negative 1, and we have 1, negative 1. Y equals 3 times 2 minus 4, and then we have 2, and that is 2, 2. All right, kids, so let's come over here. We got negative 1, negative 7. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, negative 1. And 2, 2. And we draw a line through that. You want to use a ruler when you're drawing this. It's kind of hard to do on a smartboard, but you do want to use a ruler to make sure that your values are precise. Okay, and then here is the practice for tomorrow. I want you to do these as best you can, and we will check these tomorrow in class. Good luck.